Good afternoon, and welcome to a Thursday edition of the Ellen Carrington Show. Thanks for tuning in today. I've been following the attacks in London this morning, and it's left me both speechless and horrified. A soldier about 20 years old was murdered by two suspected Islamists as he left the barracks. I'm not going to go into detail as to what happened because it's quite brutal and I don't want to disturb any listeners. But I will post the link to the Independent's coverage of this first deadly attack in London since the 2005 bombings. It took around 20 minutes for armed police to arrive on the scene, during which time the killers were confronted by several citizens while the suspects calmly walked up and down the road carrying bloodied knives and a pistol. Could you imagine seeing something like that? Whew, just sends chills down my spine. It seems nowadays no one can turn on the news or read a paper without hearing some horrific act that's going on somewhere in the world. Can't help but wonder what goes on through the minds of such people. What are they thinking? These guys, first Boston and now this is just crazy. But everyone in London is in my thoughts today, particularly those who witnessed yesterday's unnecessary and terrible incident. Hopefully, find out what unfolds later on today, and let's hope it, unfortunately, one fatality came out of this. Let's hope not any more don't. But on to some later issues. If you live in the Pittsburgh area or plan to visit our fine city in the next couple weeks, Three Rivers Art Festival will be taking place June 7th through 16th. The festival is 3 days, or 10 days I should say, of free music, art, and creativity in motion. Best part, this year's festivities will include turning on the new fountain at Point State Park, which has been a couple years in the making. I hear it's supposed to be just more beautiful than the old fountain. And I think they're going to have those LED lights around them. But actually, I should go down and check it out. And you should go check it out too. Maybe we'll get some good pictures of that. But you can find the complete calendar of events, exhibition information, and other things about the Three Rivers Arts Festival at www.3riversartsfest.org. I'll post that link at the end of today's show in case you didn't reach it. So now, let's hope it doesn't rain the entire 10 days like it sometimes does during the festival. I mean, it's almost a guarantee it's going to rain at least one day during the festival every year. Never fails. But in any case, if you attend, be sure to take advantage of what artists have to offer. And of course, don't forget to enjoy the variety of great food, too. It's a good time for funnel cakes, guys. Enjoy. I got something this week for you tech geeks. Is it true or false that Macs never get viruses? Do you really get what you pay for with software? Do more megapixels make a better camera? I read an article in USA Today that has some very interesting facts about the 5 biggest tech myths, including answers to the latter questions, and a few other areas of technical interest. On a side note, you want to listen up for this for everybody who wants to get the new stuff first. It's not always good to buy the newest gadget when it first comes on the market. And here's why. Your chances are good that you'll probably be one among the first to work out the bugs. New doesn't always mean better. So if you want that new iPhone, maybe better to wait a while longer. You can read more about the 5 technical myths by clicking on the USA Today article link posted on our show's Facebook page. As always, we talk about anything on the show. Pop up the links for everyone to check it out. Let's move on from data to dating. You're going to love this. And actually, I kind of got a kick out of this article. So, do you tend to have different dating behaviors while dating than you do in everyday life? One blogger on thoughtcatalog.com posted 12 dating behaviors that she's totally done with. I'm not going to read the whole list, obviously, but I'm going to pick out a few things that may sound a bit familiar to some of us, including me. So, with that, I am going to, there we go, maybe read the first few. There we go. 12 dating behaviors she's done with. It's by Naiku Lang. And if I mess up your name, you feel free to correct me. But number 1, pretending like that fart wasn't me. Yes, I did it, and I meant it. Did you think that Chipotle burrito was going to digest itself? Besides, if you can't deal with my farts, growing old together is pretty much out of the question. Do you see a more? You may want to smother me with a pillow someday and keep pigeons from pooping on my decaying body. My stinking butt is so the least of your problems. Number 2, being so quote-unquote jealous when you check someone out. Look, if you're human and you have eyes, I know you want me to quote-unquote perform jealousy and be all quote-unquote cute jealous, but I really don't care. This isn't Othello. Also, I just checked someone out like 3 seconds ago. Next time, let's check out the hot guys together. This, my friend, is what true love is. The glory of shared objectification. Number 3, here's a good one. Quote unquote, pretending to be normal. I'm not quirky like Zooey Deschanel. I'm flat out mother effing weird, and I'm surrounded by weird people. My friends are weird. My family is weird. That's right, my family's weird too. Check it out. My mother danced on a table at a gay bar during my graduation. In high school, she went through a goth phase. My dad's partner is a mail-order bride. My uncle is a past life counselor. And my Nana believes I'm being haunted by the ghost of an Indian man. Does that sound like a lot? Good, because that's not even half of it. There's so much more weird where this came from. Future partners. If it's any consolation, I'll never run out of things to talk about. Number 4, tricking you into thinking I don't like you that much. Note to the next person I date and don't hate. I'm going to text you right after the date. I'm not going to be weird about it. I'm just going to tell you I had a good time and I look forward to seeing you again. And you're going to respond, great, I'll call you on Tuesday. And actually call me on Tuesday. Yeah, right. Most of the time, they never call when they say they do. I mean, that's pretty much a given. Here we go. Telling you that all my exes were amazing. This is number 5. I'm not Ryan Gosling. I've had some great, wonderful exes who changed me and taught me what it was to love. And then I had a guy who dumped me because he, quote, didn't want to date, unquote, and then got partnered with a slim 2 months later. Bullet dodged, in my opinion. I'm not going to say nice things about everyone, and I might not say nice things about you, if you deserve it. I don't owe you my politeness, I owe you my honesty. If you can't deal with my past, you'll never be my future. Number 6, not eating in front of you. I eat a lot and very sloppily. Actually, I don't, but this blogger does. I have a crazy high metabolism, which means I'm always eating. So when I eat a sandwich, it looks like I'm attacking it. I swear I can hear it screaming for help, like it's trapped in the kitchen during a family party with Great Aunt Gilda, who wants to talk about her bunions. Sure, you can't take me anywhere, but when you're doing it right, you don't need to. 7, telling you I liked Inception. I didn't. I hated it, and it doesn't make me an idiot. It just makes someone who likes to watch one movie instead of 4. We're allowed to like different things. That's true. I love The Paperboy, for God's sake. I do not expect most of humanity to agree with me, and I don't need them to. You don't have to be wrong for me to be right. That's a good thing to think about. Okay, we'll put in another number 8. We'll just do this one. Playing dumb. Here's a big one, ladies. It's not cool. But this is what the blogger had to say. A while ago, I was in a self-loathing rut, and I asked a friend what I was doing wrong. Answer, asking questions like these. He told me guys are often intimidated by how intelligent I am. They can't keep up, and nobody wants to be on their A game all the time. I don't think of myself as smart, so I ask other people how I do think are smart. They've all been told the same thing, but the ones who are in a relationship found someone who loved them because of their brain, not despite it. If a guy isn't turned on by your throbbing 9-inch brain, You didn't want him anyway. Be a size queen. So I'll put up the link to this blog because there's a lot of goodies on here. So that's things you can just kind of dump when you're dating. Just get rid of it and be yourself. It's the way to go on a relationship. I can speak from experience in all my years. But speaking of all things weird or controversial or whatever, you might have heard about the controversy surrounding Abercrombie and Fitch about them not carrying extra large sizes for women, but they do for men. But anyway, one of their affiliates is under fire. A Denver federal judge is contemplating an injunction against Hollister after ruling that nearly 250 of their stores catering to hip-blind clientele are unfriendly to the disabled. Come on, people. You know what? This is the 21st century. The Americans with Disabilities Act was passed in 1990. You had 23 years to catch up. What's the problem? Anyway, to go on here about this story, a lawyer representing the disabled in the lawsuit, she compared the case to fighting against racial segregation. Hollister, of course, is owned by Abercrombie and Fitch, as I mentioned earlier, and they are also, I believe they also are named in the suit. The suit was originally filed in 2009. It cites many failures to comply with the ADA, including no wheelchair access to the front doors. The counters are too high. The aisles aren't wide enough for wheelchair access. And here's the kicker. Hollister has a side entrance that they're passing off as a disabled entrance. Now, if that isn't appalling, nothing is. Come on, like I said, come on. This is 2013. This stuff should have been abolished 23 years ago. Okay? Not happening, Hollister. So, thump on the head to you. Okay, the individuals in this lawsuit can't be compensated, but the Denver federal judge, he can issue an injunction ordering Hollister to make the store more ADA compliant, which they should have done in the first place. But they're owned by Abercrombie and Fitch, and we know how big butts they are. No pun intended. I mean, these people need to get their act together. You want business, you got to cater to everybody. I mean, whether you like certain people or not, that's your personal choice. But when it affects the business, you got to get your act together. You can't do all this discrimination stuff anymore. It just doesn't fly. But if you want to read more about this lawsuit and the possible injunction, which I hope gets issued because this judge sounds like he pretty has his act together. But it's in USA Today. I'll post the link later online. On to some more happy news on my part. Received an update this morning about my latest book about to be released by Rising Temperatures Press. Secret Heat, Tales of Forbidden Lust. Sounds sexy, doesn't it? Anyway, it is set to go on sale within the next day or so. So we're going to see about that. On a side note, it'll be available only on Amazon Kindle for $3.99. However, a special promotion is planned for the next upcoming week, so keep a lookout for it. If you want to snatch up the book, keep an eye on Amazon within the next day or so. And now, guess what? We're at my favorite part of the show. We're going to read some goodies from Pittsburgh Craigslist. Craziness time! Yay! Let's see what we can find today. Well, I think we're going to pass on rants and raves because it's just disgusting. Here we go. Honest, caring, fit, secure, single man seeks dating lyrics. Oh, he's 48. Nice. I am a fit, reasonably attractive, single 48-year-old man who would like to meet a caring, honest, good-hearted person for dating and hopefully a long-term relationship. Sounds good so far. I have many interests, enjoy doing all kinds of things fun and healthy. Some of my interests are classic cars, motorcycle, good music of all kinds. I do not smoke, but can deal with a person that smokes if they are otherwise the right person. I am a very light drinker. Social situations mainly. I do not do drugs. I do not have children, but I like children and enjoy spending time with them. And he states where he lives. Looking to meet someone fairly local, I like to spend the time together. I'm not looking for a one-night stand or to be contacted by females looking for something other than real quality time together. I am 5'7", have dark brown hair and blue eyes. I have a fit on the muscular side build. I would like to meet someone between 35 and 52. A few years either way would be possible. I hope to hear from someone who wants to share the best in life. I am well employed. I do not care what my partner does as long as they are happy in life. We'll send you a pic if you want to send me one. I wish all who are desiring to meet someone special success. Well, what do you know? You know what, ladies? You're between 35 and 52, give or take a few years. I would shoot this guy an email. He sounds great. It's kind of nice to read an ad that isn't somebody weird for a change. But what's this part of the show without at least one weird article? A priest no more. A very unusual opportunity. I was granted and am taking a year's sabbatical leave from the priesthood. I am in my 30s, quite good looking, and looking to see if life doesn't offer me more. I often overhear people's comments about myself at supermarkets, such as where two women say something like, "It's too bad a good-looking man like that is wasting it away on the priesthood." I realize that you are only young once, and the summer of your life, before you know it, gives way to a lesser autumn and inferior winter. Deprivation is part of the calling, but letting your youth pass you by like a summer breeze sometimes feels foolish, if you can understand what I mean. Time waits for no one, and it never reverses its forward motion. This all started when I began going out without my black and white collar. I noticed a very different reaction among females instead of an "oh darn" attached to it. It was just pure interest. I began to like it, knowing that in the end there was a limit on it because of my vows. The limit drained a lot of the motivation of it from me, and I guess I didn't seem as eager as the response I usually got from red-blooded American males. But now things can be different, at least for a while. I was able to save money in all the years I was, let's use the term, secluded. I now go to an occasional sporting event, dine in nice restaurants, listen to music that has nothing to do with religion, except the religion of having fun while sipping my favorite drink. I still do love a fine wine. I know what you are thinking. Since I took the calling early in life, am I still a virgin? Let's just say I lack much experience and leave it at that, at least until I get to know someone better. Am I out of my former calling for good? Let's just say that I realize now how much more of this kind of life has to offer. At this point in time, there is a growing part of me that someone will change me over to this side of life for good. If you think you would be interested in being the one, let me know. Well, sounds like somebody's a little conflicted in his life, but again, doesn't hurt to shoot him an email. Sounds like a great guy. And we gotta have weird. Looking for my submissive 40-year-old man. Hello, ladies. Thank you for taking interest in my ad. I am looking for a sub for training. I am looking for a live-in situation, so you must be willing to relocate to me. I seek the kind of girl who loves to be tied up unexpectedly for any reason, wants to be manhandled and told what to do. This is not about sex. This is about you're willing to submit to me mind and body. That is a huge step for someone who has never been in the lifestyle. I have been in the lifestyle for 17 years. I take seriously my part of the relationship. To make good judgments and be in control of my faculties that allow us to grow in a situation where you can begin to trust me and give me total control. You don't have to bother with hard decisions. I have a direction, a mission to create more perfect union with you, if you allow me. I desire you who I haven't met to be open-minded and ready to start your new lifestyle. There can be no question about who is in control. I am at all times. You do as I say. Me, 40 years successful, stable, black, 5'10", muscular build. You, young, submissive, need a strong man, white, not a BBW. Fine. Okay. Well, they lost me at the tying up part, so. Next. Here we go. Hey. Single dad needs live-in woman. Oh, he ain't too bad looking. Looking for a woman any age who needs a nice, safe place to live. Any age with a nice personality. I have a good business and can provide for you. Send a pic and tell me about you. Aww. How about that? That's sweet. I like that. Doesn't seem too much craziness on here today. Which is nice, always nice. But, except the guy who wants to tie you up. How about Sissy Mae for platonic house cleaning? 42-year-old guy. Hello, I am real and have real, straightforward posts. I'm looking to clean house for any ladies who'd be willing to allow me to do it while dressed as a woman. You don't have to do anything, and I would be a perfect gentleman the whole time. I'll ever request that you would be there while I am doing this. If you're interested, let me know, and we can discuss further. Alrighty then. Guy's 42 years old, by the way. Great, good, crazy people. Do you enjoy stockings? 33-year-old guy. I love a lady who is wearing sexy stockings, pantyhose, and thigh highs. You enjoy them also. Love to worship those stocking-covered legs tonight. I have a pic for yours. I'm very serious and would love to talk. List your favorite stocking color in the subject line so I know you're real. I'm 33 with my own place. We can talk at first and see how things go, but you must love stockings and pantyhose. No thanks. I think I'll stick to jeans and shorts this summer. Anyway, how about we hit one more of these bad boys? Kinky Granny wanted for fun and excitement. This is from a 55-year-old guy. White male, 6'1", 191, blonde hair, blue eyes, seeking a kinky granny for fun and excitement. Attached or unattached. I enjoy the granny type for fun. I am very open and honest and always safe. Discreet if needed to be, and very open to all. The older the better for me. Always been an admirer of the older lady. Oh, dear Lord. You know, some people in this city never fails to amaze me. But you think Pittsburgh's bad. You should read some of the ones from New York. Some of them are, let's just say, unmentionable and be done with it. Unfortunately, we're winding down from time today of another week of shows. However, I do invite everyone to tune in next Wednesday for some more chat and surprises. We have a long weekend coming here in the United States, so on that note, I hope you all have a safe, happy, and enjoyable Memorial Day. I'll catch you next week, and take care.